What's up? How are you? Do you guys want to come on board our bus? Alright. I'm Jack from Cypher16. We are on tour with Amaranthe, Smash Into Pieces, Failure Anthem and Citizen Zero, and this is our bus. We've been doing some insane drives on this tour. We just did a 1,300-mile stretch from Canada. We have an amazing driver, Rick, who is actually not sitting here. This is Victor from Smash Into Pieces. But our guy is asleep, but he's been pulling some crazy 30-35 hour shifts to get us from show to show. That's obviously where he sits. And when the going gets tough, one of us, whether we're drunk or sober, tries to sit down on this front couch here and just keep him company, keep him on the road, and keep the tour moving. So on this bus we have a couple of TVs. This is the first one. We'll have one down at the back as well, and a nice kind of surround sound entertainment system, which is very cool. On this tour we're European bands, so we're kind of freaking out watching the American cooking shows, the American reality TV shows, anything to keep us vaguely amused whilst we're in America. When we cross over to Canada, the satellite goes a little bit crazy because it's an American bus, the Wi-Fi drops, which kind of sucks, but we're back now, so we're back on ridiculous American TV shows. So in the bus we have lots of drawers, there's lots of underside cupboards which are kind of just, you just find stuff that you can't really fit anywhere else. I mean, obviously we have bread, we have money, probably from Vegas. It's about the amount of our winnings when we were there. Yeah, Coke Zero, Red Bull. We have stuff to keep the driver going. We've been feeding him loads of kind of you know, energy drinks and stuff on some of these crazy drives. It's just one of those things where you put. I mean, do you know what I think it is? I think it's a shoe drawer. But as you can see, that's not gone terribly well on this run so far. It's kind of like the shoe apocalypse down here. We try to have a shoes off rule on the bus, but again, it's doing really, really well. So yeah, on here we have, it's usually a working area. You can see the Mac. There's normally a couple of Macs lying around. Our manager and his daughter just bought us cookies, which is really, really cool. Obviously you've got drink storage. Yeah, drinks supposed to be in the cups, they never end up, they end up sliding around all over the place. Chargers everywhere because everyone's running Macs on this tour, so you find lots of chargers. We have a Swedish band with us who have two pins like the Americans, but they're circulars. We have 3-pin plugs, so there's always millions of crazy adapters everywhere trying to figure out how to plug into the US sockets. And yeah, it kind of spreads over to this other area here, with kind of another eating area. I think, you know, this area would be lovely if you were 2 people. When you have 11, 12 people on a bus, it gets a little bit congested with all the stuff you're trying to get in here. So we do Walmart trips and try and save some money and not eat total junk when we're on tour. And then everything gets stuck into these cupboards. We had a couple of the boys had birthdays yesterday, so we've still got donuts and cake, and there's protein stuff and peppercorn. I mean, you know, there's stuff from previous tours here. There's stuff that we've brought on. This bus actually has a hob, which is kind of cool. Our previous bus didn't have one of these, so we can cook. If we can lift this up, I don't know if you can see in there, it's kind of fucked up, but you can. There's a cooking stove, coffee machine. Everything's falling into the sink, which becomes like a refuge bin. The bus is great. It has water. It has a shower, which I'll show you in a second, until it runs out of water. And then suddenly there's no water, and you just have to use bottled water until that runs out, and then this becomes just an empty refuge area. Okay, so in here we have our bathroom. This bus is pretty cool because it actually has a shower, which is really, really useful sometimes when venues are without one. So yeah, you can sit down. Technically, we've used it a couple of times. It actually works. It's actually hot. It gets you clean, which is nice. You've got your toilet here. We've got some storage up here where all the paper goes and stuff like that. Nice mirrors and cupboards in here with various pharmaceutical products, and a sink, which is very, very, very handy when you're doing long drives and want to avoid having to stop in truck stops. So this bus, unlike the last one we had, actually has a real kind of home life fridge, freezer. What have we got in here right now? We have loads of stuff that we've hoarded. We're European, we're not quite used to eating as much as the Americans are, so we tend to go to somewhere like Denny's, as you can see, eat half of it. I don't even know what this is, it's probably not very nice, but whatever that's supposed to be. Eat half of it, take it back, put it in the fridge, eat it when we're super hungry after a show later. And this is actually, I mean, this is full. We need to clear this stuff out because we're going to switch buses today. So all of this stuff will move over, and we will wreck the new. We'll get a brand new bus coming in, and we'll destroy it in like 30 seconds. In the freezer, what's going on in here? Yeah, there's like ice cream, chicken tikka masala, a lot of the because we've got a stove, because we've got a microwave. More importantly, you can have like ready meals and stuff, which is really big in Europe. I don't know how big it is here, but it's if you want something hot, something with something vaguely substantial in it, it's quite useful just to be able to buy it, stick it in the freezer, and then you've got it in the microwave. So now we come to the bunk area. This bus has got 12 bunks, so we do 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. This is my bunk here, so you just draw back the curtain. I'm in here. It's not very neat, it's not particularly tidy. You've got a light on and off, you've got power. We've got TVs here in this bus, which is kind of cool. So that pops down. You usually just hit your head. And you've got a storage space right in here for stuff. And then you can also draw this back and see where you are when we're moving, which is normally not very interesting because it's at night, so you can't really see anything. Best bus tip if you ever end up touring on a bus, if you're a drinker like we are, a bottle of water. I stash them all around my bunk because you end up waking up in the middle of the night going, where the hell am I? Oh, I'm in my coffin. Bunk, water. If you haven't got it, you're in trouble. So cool. Those are the bunks. Oh, actually, one more thing. We have in here. We have a coat hanging area. It's kind of a little closet, but it's really useful because we're all wearing coats. We're doing Canada. We're doing a lot of cold parts on this tour, so we're all wearing jackets. This is a lifesaver because otherwise jackets end up all over the bus, and it's a pain in the ass. All right. So finally, we have the back lounge in here. This is kind of a relaxing area separate to the front lounge or the bunks. If you just want to be on your own, it's kind of, you know, it's a little bit separate from the rest of the bus. Have another TV, entertainment system, sound system. We have nice little storage cubby holes for bags, which is good just to get them out of the way. And in here as well, just kind of, you know, they're quite good sized little pockets where you can put stuff. Another work table, whiteboard if you want to write stuff down, which we don't. And it's nice because you can kind of spend time looking out the window here as well and see where you are travelling to. I think we have drawers as well down here, which we have used. I don't know if we've used them much. Oh yeah, we've used them a little bit. Again, it's just random stuff. It's all the stuff that you know you're going to want at some point, but you don't want to have all over the bus. Yeah, it's a nice little area. And on this bus, it's cool. We have, I love these. Just the most bizarre art decor and paintings and stuff that you can imagine on this bus. But it's cool. They obviously cared when they made it. So this is Jack. This is from Cypher16. Thank you very much for checking out our bus. You can check out the band at cypher16.net, facebook.com/cypher16. Check out the Open the Dark Door video that's going to be dropping next week from the Natural History Museum in London. Now, I got to get ready for the show. So guys, get out of here. See you in a bit. All right, thank you.